Hey, what is going on, everyone? I got a good one for you guys today. Ripple has come out today and said some things on Twitter about the SEC lawsuit. More specifically, has just come out and said it about 1 hour ago. The SEC lawsuit is basically over, but they didn't say that exactly word for word. Let's go ahead, get into the video today. Let's look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies of the day. Everything's, Polygon down 1.8%. ETH down 1.4%, Bitcoin down 0.8%, XRP down 1.46%. You could say cryptocurrency's down. I don't really think this means cryptocurrency is down per se. This is just kind of consolidation. If this was the stock market, this would be considered a crash. Over in the stock market, if you're down 1.46% on the day, you are like entering a depression and you just hate this stock and you just want to get out of it. For example here, Justin, over 645 billion was wiped out from the U.S. stock market today. And what is this? Google down 1%, 1.2%. Apple, no, Apple down 1.22%. Oh no. You know what I mean? So the fact that this is crypto and going down 1.46% in a day, we don't even consider that a real movement over here. All right. Quick little XRP charts before we get into the Ripple tweets here. On the daily chart, I am monitoring this every single day, looking for the trend of higher lows. It looks like XRP has broken the trend line here, but I think still the trend of nonstop higher lows, I think it will continue. And this is just a little bit of a drawdown, and we should be lining up for that $0.50 XRP. Okay, check this out. Look at this, guys. Stuart Alderete replying to Brad Garlinghouse. Brad Garlinghouse says, learned a few new fun facts about our inimitable, okay, nice English, Stuart Alderete here myself. Example, the man has put out both literal and figurative fires. And Brad Garlinghouse is tweeting out this article from Bloomberg Law that came out today about Wall Street veteran is the face of crypto in the Ripple SEC fight. And they're talking about, Stuart Alderete, right? Giving a little background on him. So Stuart Alderete responds to that and says, as we hit the beginning of the end, okay? As we hit the beginning of the end with the SEC lawsuit, I couldn't have asked for a better team to be a part of. Thankful every day for my equally... Guys, what is English, man? I don't know if I'm studying too much Korean or something, but what is this? Inimitable. Colleagues at Ripple. Okay, through the Ripple SEC lawsuit, I think my English skills probably have gone up a little bit just because of reading the words I never knew existed. Okay. Anyways, seriously, because lately I am studying a little bit of Korean, binging a ton of movies and stuff, trying to get a hold of the language. And maybe the English is leaving my brain as I'm learning a new language. I don't know what it is. But nonetheless, Ripple is out here calling the SEC lawsuit the beginning of the end. So they're basically saying it's towards the end. It is damn near over. You got people in the reply section here saying this to me is sounding like a settlement in place. Beginning of the end, baby. Let's go. XRP wins, but in the end, when XRP armor will be here until we win. Let's go. So there's another thing that Stuart Alderete tweeted out recently. Okay. This is why this is kind of important about, Ripple tweeting out that, lawsuit's basically over. Because Stuart Alderete recently did tweet on December 2nd, this is our final submission where we ask the court to grant judgment in our favor. After 2 long years, Ripple is proud of the defense we mounted on behalf of the entire crypto industry. We always have played it straight with the court. Can't say the same for our adversary. So, final submission as we hit the beginning of the end. Let me make that very clear to you guys. This is our final submission where we ask the court to grant judgment in our favor as we hit the beginning of the end with the SEC lawsuit. Guys, Ripple is telling us straight up, we might only have 1 or 2 months left in this sucker. Could be in 1 week. Could be 2 weeks. 3 weeks. I don't know. But it's at the end because Ripple has made their final submission, and all we're doing is just waiting for the judge to either grant it in the SEC's favor or Ripple's favor, or what I hope really doesn't happen is the lawsuit ends up going to trial, which that would be completely useless, but that could happen. All right. So check this out from John Dean here, a little bit of a Twitter thread. So this is not what Nick Burafato was told by Stuart Alderete himself, Ripple Swell. So John Deaton says, I understand the point he's trying to make. He's saying an appellate decision is a much bigger deal than a district judge's decision. That's why I said the library.com decision wasn't as big of a deal as some people claimed. He's looking at it from a legal precedent standpoint. But Judge Torres' decision will have a huge impact practically and politically speaking. For example, if the judge 100% agrees with the SEC Gary Gensler's regulation by enforcement campaign, I mean, I don't know who the hell would agree with that. Only a politician could agree with that. With Gary Gensler's, mindset, outlook, and actions, only a politician could agree with him. Okay. So the judge 100% agrees with the SEC. Gary Gensler's regulation by enforcement campaign will gain credibility and momentum. To crypto outsiders, he won't look like he's out of line. If Ripple outright wins and the judge criticizes the SEC for pursuing the implausible theory that the token itself, from the beginning of time until the end of the world, even sold in faraway lands, is always a security, no matter who sells it, could halt Gensler's campaign. Of course, it's possible that Judge Torres could split the proverbial baby and rule that Ripple at some point offered a registered security, but the token itself is not, nor are the secondary market sales independent of Ripple. So either way, the Ripple XRP case is ground zero. So guys, Ripple SEC lawsuit, I'm going to say it, it's damn near over. Ripple made their final submission. Stuart Alderson, Ripple coming out on Twitter saying it's the beginning of the end. We are at the last few freaking minutes metaphorically here, to the point where it's over. It's been a long 2 years, it's been a long battle, a lot of FUD, a lot of attacks from the SEC, but also at the same time, it's been really, really fun with you guys to watch the SEC just utterly get slapped in the face in court. I would love if I could, off of memory, just list everything that the SEC did where they were just getting embarrassed in the court of law, but I cannot remember because there's so many times. Who remembers this one? Mr. Bliss. I was really making fun of this one because right when the lawsuit started, when we're only maybe a few months in, this guy named Mr. Bliss, a lawyer for the SEC, dude, he leaves the lawsuit. He drops out of it. He just leaves. It's like me with high school, man. Just drops out of it, right? And then that made the SEC only have 2 lawyers left defending them. Ripple brought a whole soccer team of lawyers. SEC brought 3, and one of them quit because he obviously knew who's the real loser here. Okay? So, I mean, there's other times where in the early days of the lawsuit, the SEC was reaching out to Ripple's overseas partners. Again, I don't know the exact details. I don't know, what country or where, but there were Ripple partners that had nothing to do with the United States. The SEC tried to reach out to them, and then Ripple calls them out in the court of law, brings it up to the judge, and Ripple's saying, hey, what the hell? Why are you coming out and reaching out to our customers, our partners outside of the U.S. that have nothing to do with this country? Why are you doing that? And they got caught red-handed in court. So, it's been, one hell of a 2 years, but I got to say, I'd be lying if I didn't say I had some fun along the way. Seeing Gary Gensler completely and utterly just make an idiot of himself in the court of law. Again, there was so many occasions where the SEC acted improper, acted out of line because they were fighting so damn hard to win this case. Because for Gary Gensler beating, this, big Silicon Valley tech startup banking partner Ripple, that would be a huge win for him to taunt around everywhere. That's why they're trying so hard, playing a little bit dirty, acting out of line, and really cutting corners to try to beat Ripple. They were breaking rules. I remember on multiple occasions they were breaking rules and getting caught doing it by the judge, and they kept acting out of line because they want to win that bad. Tell you what, they're not going to win. All right. Next one for today, just to get into a little bit of some different stuff here. This is a kind of interesting tweet I saw. About 2,000 likes on it here, 586 retweets, December 5th. So, foreign exchange swap positions point to over $80 trillion of hidden U.S. dollar debt reported off balance sheet, Bank of International Settlements. We don't know how far central banks will have to go with interest rate hikes, Bank of International Settlements. So, London, December 5th from Reuters. The Bank for International Settlements has warned that pension funds and other non-bank financial firms now have more than $80 trillion of hidden off-balance sheet dollar debt in the form of FX swaps. I'm not going to say I know exactly what that means or what that in titles, but that doesn't sound good. As you guys know, we are, we do understand as XRP holders, yes. We're charting XRP up to high prices, but we do stay grounded and admit that the current just financial world is gotta be taking a toll soon. It's about every 10 years, every 10 years in the stock market, there's some sort of pullback, right? Always. We're freaking 12 years overdue. Or no, we're actually 2 years overdue, 12 years in from the last financial crisis. So, yeah. No, it's 14 years, actually. Yeah. So, XRP, Ripple, amazing company, amazing cryptocurrency. Can't wait for Ripple to actually IPO after the lawsuit. That's one thing I kind of keep forgetting, is that once the SEC lawsuit is over, because I keep thinking to myself, wait, why do we want the lawsuit over so bad now? What happens after the lawsuit? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Ripple can go public. Ripple's going to IPO. Bring a shit ton, absolute metric shit ton of exposure to both Ripple and the XRP cryptocurrency. So, guys, yeah, SEC, man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time, but we are very close. We are getting there. Ripple keeps telling us on Twitter, final submission, beginning of the end. They're giving us the signs, guys. They are giving us the signs. We are nearly done. Thank you, everyone, for tuning the video today. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, check the links in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.